Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm just journaling, so come on along. And this is my little garden journal, and yes, the cat has been chewing on the ribbon. So far, she has not done too much damage to it. I just have to remember to put it up on the shelf so she doesn't get it. And I went back to this page and I added these butterflies to match the butterflies on that side. And this is a set of butterflies that I got at the Dollar Tree. Where'd I put it? Got to get back in the bag. Anyway, it looks like this set, only pink. I have a pink and green in the bag for garden journaling, and I think I have a set of orange ones in another bag for the summer journal. And I thought I would perk up this page a little bit because there was nothing on the background. So that was my journaling card from the 16th. And this one is from a while back when I planted those seeds. I'm going to come back to this page in a minute. But let me just show you what I did today, catching up on some garden journaling. I made this page and I used this paper pack that I just got from Panda Hall Selected and sort of layered different patterns together. And then the papers that I used to make the belly band were from my Michaels set. And I decided I would just go with all these different patterns together, and I kind of like how it looks. Kind of like Pioneer Woman, I think. Well, not exactly, I know she has different florals, but I like all the different patterns together. And this is a zinnia flower, and this is a Dollar Tree sticker. So this is the background, and I did go around the edge with some pink stays on, fuchsia pink stays on, but nothing else I outlined, just that part. And then I took the two seed packs that I was working on this day, the Morning Glories and the Nasturtiums, and I made little pockets out of the seed packs, and they're going to go in the belly band. And I made two tags from this paper. This is the Michaels paper, but I took one image from the Panda Hall paper and I split it in half, and I put half on each tag so it still would have a little border around it. And I did edge these in the same bright pink that I did around this page. Punched holes and put a little tiny bit of ribbon at the top. On this page I put my pictures and my journaling, but first I used two more different papers from Panda Hall to back it up, and I did a little ink on this side. So first with the Morning Glory seeds, I had to soak them overnight in water. This was on March 18th. And for the nasturtium seeds, I had to take a nail file and, you know, like file down one side of the seed a little bit. So this helps with germination. And this is called seed scarification. And that's when you nick, break, soften, or otherwise weaken a seed coat to speed up germination. That's recommended for some seeds. Read the back of the pack. It'll tell you if you need to do it or not. And here I am working outside, and I use these old plastic packaging with the clear tops that muffins come in. So there's like 4 muffins in a pack, and I saved the packaging. This way I don't have to go out and buy special, you know, pieces of plastic to start seeds when, you know, you get so much plastic waste in your kitchen. You should take that and recycle it. This was just some soil I got at the job lot. Mixed it with some water in the tub, filled it up, put in my seeds, and then put the lids back on top. And I put them on the deck because these days it was warm enough to leave them outside. But if we get some cold nights, they're going to have to come back in If it drops below 40 at night, I'm going to bring them in. Otherwise, I'll keep them outside. So these are my 2 journaling tags that I made for this day. And I just slipped them in here and in here. And then put them in the belly band to make a fun garden page. On this side, I layered up. This was the Michaels paper. This was the Panda Hall paper. And I just took a couple of pictures of some pansies that had reseeded from last year's pansies. And I put this sticker from the Dollar Tree in the corner. It's a beautiful little teapot with pansies in it. And all I journaled about this was that these pansies had reseeded from last year's pansies that don't have too many. I used to have a whole bunch, but the rabbit ate most of them. So I only have a few left, but when they come out in the store, I'm going to buy a whole bunch and stick them in because I love little happy pansy faces in the spring. And then I did this page, and this was from March 20th. I went out and I have some Shasta daisies. And the first year I had them, they were fine. Nothing ate it. Nobody bothered them. And then the next year, when they came out, something ate them. Started eating all the leaves and everything on them. And then it died back for the winter. And now it's getting little green buds, leaf buds on it. So I trimmed it a little bit and I wrapped it in this plastic deer mesh, hopefully to keep the rabbits out. And then the little parts I trimmed off, I just stuck them in a pot of dirt. And maybe they'll grow. I don't have any rooting hormone. If I see sometimes you can get it at Lowe's or Home Depot. If I see some rooting hormone, I might pick up a little bottle so when I go ahead and make new plants like that, I can add a little bit. All you do is cut the end, add a little hormone, stick it in the dirt, and usually they root just fine. So this background paper, this pretty paper with the birch trees, is Panda Hall. And the swans back here is Panda Hall, and this one's Panda Hall. But the backing on the photos are from Michaels. And then 3 green butterflies from the Dollar Tree. So then I was thinking, oh, it's spring. And I wanted to do just a page that says spring, because that's pretty important when you're garden journaling. And I love this paper, and these look like lilies. And the greens and the lavenders and the purples go so nice with what's on this page. And this paper is almost the right size. It's just a little bit different, but that's okay. I just put it on and then I put a little edge around there. And then I had this from the Dollar Tree. And I don't know, I like it, but I don't like it. It looks like there's strips of newspaper behind it, so like they were trying to do a mixed media and then wrote spring on top and then put this gold thing in the background. I'm not sure I like that or not. But I do like this fairy, and I thought this fairy sprinkling the little fairy dust there would be so cute for spring. I do have these little flowers. Now that matches that, so that might be able to bring the whole page together. If I put a little flower there. And this is just a fun little spring page. And I could write the date here. What if I give this a butterfly wing? I know it has 2 holes here. I could cut those off and maybe put some butterfly wings there. How would that look? Should I go for it? Why not? Why not? So I'm just going to kind of cut this thing off. like that. And I like this butterfly with this because of the greens and the gold. This actually has a lot of gold on it too. And I wonder if I can cut that. I think I'll do something like that. I'm going to cut this, and I go around the edges. I'm going to paste this down, ink around the edge, right over here with white, and put that down there to kind of pull all that together, like that. Now, you know, plans always change, so let's see what happens. If I can pull this off. This really goes this way, but put it that way. And should I go around the edge with lavender? I went around the edge with purple on this one. Oh, I didn't cut this. Okay. So I am just going to use some glue stick because this paper is not too heavy. It's nice paper, but it's not, you know, thick like cardstock. So I'm going to use a little Elmer's glue stick on here and then paste it down. The March winds are roaring outside. I did not get outside to do any gardening today because I was doing laundry. Alright, so I gotta go right about there. That's my bird clock. I'm loving this green and this lavender together. Very spring-like. Should I cut the corners? I think I will cut the corners and ink before I do anything else. That corner doesn't want to cut. That one does. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes the corners just, I guess, aren't squared right. Good enough, good enough. Purple. Okay, I've got my purple stays on, royal purple. So you notice I didn't go around this page at all. I like it just like that. But I did something different on this side. I took two pieces and did them this way so it would go all the way to the edge. So I'm loving mixing up these two sets of papers. The one from Michaels. Now when I bought the one from Michaels, I thought it was fine. And then I was like, need something to perk it up. So I think mixing these two sets together is giving me the incentive to go ahead and use this up now. Just a fraction of an inch too short. but I'm not going to let that bother me. Just do that around the edge, and it is all good. All good, all good, all good. Make sure you put your little plastic thing back on your stamp pad. That's to keep it fresh. Do not throw that out. Okay, now this has to get trimmed. And so probably about there. Or that tall one is right there, that dark one. I'll save this and use that on another page. Again with the rounding corners, but I'm not going to ink this. I'm just going to glue it down. I know some of my crafty friends live more towards the south, so they probably have their gardens going more than I do. Just getting an idea of where I want to put it. I might have that poke up just a little bit. I want the spring to come out a little bit on this side, and I want it to poke up a little bit on that side. So this has to go right about there. And sometimes I eyeball it, or sometimes I might make two little marks like that. And that's where the corner goes. So this has to go down first. And again, I am going to move all the stuff. I have a lot of stuff on the table again. Again. So I need to move a few things out of the way. Check that for glue. So the daffodils have grown a little bit. And I've got two violas blooming, miniature pansies, little pansies. I haven't seen any wild violets yet. I do have them all over the yard. Put this right down on the mark. I don't see the mark. There it is. So right about there. Okay, I think for the spring and the butterfly wings, I'm going to use the poster board glue. So let's deal with the wings first. I don't want to put any at the tip. I always do that. Areas that are going to hang over, I put glue and then it gets all messy. I'm going to have to buy some more of these. I should have picked up more when I saw them. I mean, you get like, I think it is 32 pieces for $1.25. I mean, can you go wrong with that? Oh, I did it. Too much glue. I think it's up too high, that's why. and spring. I took off the little foamy pieces, so there's some between the spring and the sparkle. Make it two-dimensional. I don't need foam pieces back here too. Make sure that makes contact there. Spring, 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 spring. Oh, I got a couple more butterflies. I like this one because it has some black on it. And this one's got touches of purple. And I could put two in the corner like that. And then I have to decide which flower I want to use. Now this one has a gold background which matches that, but do you have to match? No. This one's a little smaller. Alright, I gotta think about that while I glue down these butterflies. Okay, eeny meeny. I'm gonna go with this one. Taking this little foamy thing off, off. And glue this down. Everything is down. And let me find my white pen. Okay, when was spring? March 20th at 11:33 a.m. I think. I think my pen is running out of ink. M-A-R-C-H. Twenty 11:33 a.m. Close enough, right? Okay, I gotta let that dry for a second. And I've got one more thing to do. And that is this. When I went to look at all the seeds today, and I took the lids off, I noticed that one had popped up in the Cardinal Climber. Now, I've never grown this before, and I wasn't sure what the seedling looks like. So it either could be a weed that got in with the dirt, the soil that was in the cups, or it is one that just popped up. So I'm going to go to my phone. I took a picture of it. So there it is right there. I put this little cat there so the camera would have something to focus on. Okay, I want to put the picture of the little sprout on the back of the journaling card that goes on that page. And I think I'm going to layer, 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 layer. But leave this little pinky edge around there, and I might put more pink around here. Let's see how this looks. This is the same paper that's on the other page. And when I finish this, I'll be caught up for now. I need to start more seeds. I need to do the zinnia seeds. But I'm not in a rush to do that. Not quite yet. Okay, I'm going to glue this down this way. I like it because this has a white and that has a white, kind of white on white with that little pink ink there. Just going to use my glue stick. I'm supposed to get some rain this week. I don't know how much I'll get done outside. Am I out of frame? But I will go looking for some pansies. Keep an eye on what's growing in the garden. You could always take notes. Okay, this is sticky back. Peel and stick. Okay, I'm going to put this on one side so I can write on that side. Okay, I like all those layers. All right, I'm going to write something. I'll be right back to finish up. Isn't that cute? You see just the little leaves opening up there and there. It's very tall. I mean, that thing just popped right up. Cardinal Climber, sprout March 21st, 2022. Okay, that goes on this page. And I got a lot accomplished today. Caught up with my garden journaling. I got added butterflies. I got about more seeds planted. And I got a belly band. I got a page about my pansies. Page about my Shasta daisies. And my spring page. So I just want to thank you for coming along today. And happy spring. Bye-bye.